Good afternoon, ma. In the previous class, we discussed about historical development of a computer. Okay, ma. First generation computer, second generation, third generation, fourth generation. Okay, ma. In the first generation, vacuum tubes are used to design a computer. Okay, in the second generation, transistors are used. In the third generation, ICs, that is integrated circuits, are used to design a computer. Okay, ma. In the fourth generation, we are using VLSI, very large scale integrated circuits. That is tens of thousands of billions of transistors and components are connected onto that VLSI. Okay, ma. So that is microprocess we are using to design a computer. Okay, so in the generation by generation, the size of the computer will be decreases and the speed, that is the speed of execution is also increases. Okay, ma. So the next topic is instructions and instruction sequencing. Okay, ma. The next topic is instructions and instruction sequencing. Generally, what is meant by instruction? What is meant by instruction? If you are taking the program, what is meant by a program? It is a sequence of instructions that perform a particular task. Okay, ma, that means the program having number of instructions. Okay, the program having number of instructions. So each instruction having, if you are taking the instruction, that is having opcode plus operand. What is meant by opcode? By using opcode, we know which operation is performed. Okay, ma? By knowing opcode, we know which operation is performed. That is also called as the mnemonic. Okay, ma? Mnemonic. Operand means which data is taking. That is from the registers or from memory locations or a direct data, whatever it may be. Okay, the data which is used to execute that instruction or the operands. Okay, ma. See here, instruction and instruction sequencing. Okay, a computer must have instructions capable of performing 4 types of operations. Okay, what are the 4 types here? Data transfers between the memory and the processor registers. Okay, data transfer between the memory and processor registers. So data transfer means the main mnemonic which is using regularly is move. Okay, ma? Move. Push, pop. That is push push means inserting the element. Pop means deleting the element. In the stack operations, we are using push and pop operations. That means here also the data transfer will be doing, okay, in the insertion process and the in the deletion process. Okay, exchange means suppose if we want to exchange the data between the registers, then we are using this opcode exchange. Okay, ma, totally these are the examples for data transfer. Okay, that data transfer between the memory and the processor registers. Okay, this is one of the operations. So the next one is arithmetic and logical operations. Arithmetic operations means number of times we know this arithmetic. We learn this arithmetic operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Okay. Logical operations means and, or, not. Okay, ma. These are also operations performing in the computer. Okay, next program sequencing and control. Okay, program sequencing and control. That means call, return, loop, interrupts are there. That means program sequencing and control means suppose like this the program is there. So whether this program is sequentially executing or it may be jump to any other controller, that is any other either function, whatever it may be. Okay, suppose if you are having the program that is having the number of instructions in the middle, you are taking the instruction call fact is there. So this is a function which is used to find the factorial of a given number. Okay, next some of the instructions are here. Here fact function is there. In that function we are having some instructions. Okay, so in this function we return, we are taking the instruction return, RET. So what is meaning for this call and return? That is, suppose this is the first instruction, instruction by instruction executed. Whenever call some function, then the controller goes to that function. Okay, and executing whatever the instructions present in that function. After completing this function, return, that is return to the main program. Okay, ma? So here we are having program sequencing and control. Okay, whether sequentially executing or jump to another place, that will be decided here. So these are also operations performed in the computer. Next to IO transfers. IO transfers means data in and data out, like. Okay, Amma? So now in this, the first one is register transfer notation. Register transfer notation. So here, register transfer notation means at which variables we are indicating the registers and memory locations. First we learn about that. Okay, Amma? See here, in register transfer notation, we identify a memory location by a symbolic name. Okay, the memory location by a symbolic name. What are the names we are used for identifying the memory location? LOC, that is location. Okay, ma? Place, num. These indicate memory locations. Okay, na? To indicate the memory locations, generally we are using these labels. Okay, ma? Next, R0, R5, etc. indicate the processor registers. That is R0, R1, R2, and so on. Rn minus 1 registers are there in the processor. Okay, so those are called processor registers. Depending on our requirement, we are using any register. Okay, ma? The next one is data in out status. Indicate IO registers. Okay, ma? Data in out status. These are indicator IO registers. Okay, ma? See here, one example will be considered, that is R arrow mark location. See here, what is the meaning here? In this, the register R. See the arrow mark. Based on the arrow mark, we identify from where to where the data is transferred. Okay, ma? So this is the notation here. So what is the meaning here? LOC means that indicates the memory location. Okay, that indicates the memory location. What is meant by the square brackets? What is meant by the square brackets? the contents in that memory location. Okay, ma? The meaning is the contents in that memory location. Okay, ma? The contents in that memory location is moved to the register R, depending on the arrow mark. Whatever the contents in this location is moved to register R. Okay, ma? See here. What is the meaning? Means that the contents of memory location LOC, okay, are transferred into processor register R1. Okay. So here we transfer the data from the location to the register. Okay, ma? From the memory location to the register. Okay. Here the contents of a location are denoted by placing square brackets. Okay. So whenever we are using the square brackets, the meaning is contents in that location. Okay. Take another example here. R3 R1 plus R2. Okay, ma? So what is the meaning here? The contents in R1 register, that is the contents in R1 register and the contents in R2 register are added, and the result is stored in R3 register. Okay, ma? And the result is stored in R3 register. Okay, see here. R3, R1 plus R2. What is the meaning here? This indicates the operation that adds the contents of register R1 and register R2 and then places their sum into register R3. Okay, ma? This type of notation is known as register transfer notation. Okay, ma? Are you understand about the register transfer notation? If we indicate like this, either locations or registers, okay, based on this arrow mark, we know from where to where the data is transferred, which operation is doing on the registers or on memory locations. Okay, ma? This is about the register transfer notation. Okay, ma? The next one is assembly language notation. So what is meant by assembly language generally? What is meant by assembly language? Whatever the program developed by the user is called assembly language program. That is, this assembly language is understood by the user only. That is not understood by the processor. That is not understood by the machine. Okay, ma? Assembly language means that is understood only by the user only, because the user developed the program in assembly language. Okay. Whatever the requirement, based on the requirement, we are writing the instructions. Okay, that is understandable by the user only. Okay, suppose if you are taking add R1 comma R2. Okay, add R1 comma R2. What is the meaning there? If you are taking the instruction, add R1 comma R2. What is the meaning here? By knowing this instruction only, we understand that is addition operation is performed. Okay, two registers, between the two registers. But this add R1 comma R2 is not understood by the processor. What the processor understand? Only machine language in the form of ones and zeros. Okay, ma? Only machine language that is in the form of ones and zeros only understand by the processor. Okay, na ma? So here assembly language notation means, see here, to represent machine instructions and programs, assembly language format can be used. Okay, ma? Depending on the assembly language instruction, we are getting the machine instruction. Okay, see here, for example, move LOC comma R1. Move LOC comma R1. LOC means this represents the memory location. Okay, ma? LOC represents the memory location. Move means that is data transfer of code. Okay, na? So here how many operands are there? LOC R1. 2 operands are there. So whatever the second operand, that is the destination operand. Remember this. Okay, ma? Second operand is the destination operand. Okay, so what is the meaning here? Move LOC comma R1 means move means data transfer. LOC that represents the memory location. Whatever the memory location in this LOC is transferred to the processor register R1. Okay, ma? The processor register R1. This is the meaning for this assembly language notation. Okay, see here. This instruction transfers data from memory location LOC to the processor register R1. Okay, ma? To the processor register R1. Here, the contents of LOC are unchanged. The contents of LOC are unchanged by the execution of this instruction. Okay, but the old contents of R1 are overwritten. Okay, are you understand? Suppose if the data in location LOC is equal to 2010. Okay, ma? In R1, that the data is 500. Suppose that will be taking as 0500. 16-bit registers are taking. Okay, 0500. 500 will be represented as. Whenever we are using move LOC comma R1, what happened here? After executing this instruction, R1 that will be. Okay, ma? So which resistors are replaced here? LOC is as it is same. That is LOC equal to 2010 only. Okay, ma? Actually, before executing this instruction, what is R1 value? 0500. After executing this instruction, what happened? Whatever the location in LOC, that will be transferred to R1. So, R1 data is overwritten, updated. Okay, ma? 2010. Do you understand? See here. The contents of LOC are unchanged by the execution of this instruction. Because LOC equal to 2010 before doing this execution of this instruction. After executing also LOC is 2010. Okay. But the old contents of register R1 are overwritten. That means only R1 data is before executing 0500. After executing 2010. Okay, ma? So depending on the, in this way, we are taking any instruction, any example. Okay. So the next, taking another example, add R1, R2, R3. What is the meaning here? Add R3, R1, R2, R3 means R3 equal to R1 plus R2. Okay. The data in R1 register and the data in R2 register are added. Okay. And the result is placed in R3. Okay, ma. This instruction adds two numbers contained in processor registers R1 and R2 and places their sum in R3. Okay. This is the meaning for this assembly language notation. Assembly language notation means which is understandable by the user. Okay. See here. No, that is a computer performs its task according to the program stored in memory. Okay, ma? A computer performs its task which is given by the user depending on our requirement. Okay, according to the program stored in memory. A program is a collection of instructions which tell the processor to perform a basic operation like addition, reading from keyboard, etc. Okay, whatever the operation we require, that will be giving to the processor and perform the operation. Okay, ma? Possible locations that may be involved in data transfers are memory locations, processor registers, and registers in the I/O subsystem. Okay, like this, we are taking some examples and representing the register transfer notation and assembly language notation. Okay, ma? The next one is here. Instruction execution and straight line sequencing. Okay, ma, this will be continued in the next class. Okay. So now today's class we learn what is meant by instruction and what are the variables we are taking, what are the operations performed by using the instruction. Okay. So in that we learn register transfer notation and assembly language notation. How the format will be, that is how the syntax will be, and what is the meaning for the syntax. Okay, ma?